All right, you guys. Here we are, Phoenix Wright. It's not even a Phoenix Wright game. Ace Attorney Chronicles. Did we start this game in like fucking New Year's, January 1st? Yeah. Is it now like fucking February mid February? Um, sorry. I don't know. I was playing Persona. Go watch those. Court recess is now over. Quite the recess it's been. Let's get back into this. Oh, he's so fine. I forgot he's so fine. Call me partner. Let's go in there and deal a decisive blow before those old fossils know what hit them. This game's very loud in my headphones. In case you're wondering. Kazuma? What? Our name is Ryunosuke. I forgot. We have quite a mouthful of a name. Thank you, really. What for? Well, if you hadn't said you believed me, then I'm fairly sure I'd already have been found guilty by now. It is. This court's tough. Look, I am gonna need to remember things from last time, and it has been 2 months. This will be fun. Look, I have faith in you. As a lawyer and as a friend. Fuck yeah, my lawyer friend. Coming from you, that means a lot. I'm glad we have friendship in this game. If I'm found guilty in this trial, he's really going to give me up. He's really going to give up on his dream of studying abroad. That's the kind of true friend he is. That's not good. We don't want that. So this isn't just my battle anymore. Whoever we're up against, we absolutely cannot afford to lose. Who are we up against? Because all I remember is we don't know. There's a baby attached to a man. There's an old person. And I think there's a woman. There's a woman involved somewhere, because there always is, isn't there? All right, then. I'll save the thank yous for after the trial. You can treat me to one of those sukiyaki meals I like from Yume. Oh, Yume! There's Yume something in another game I play. Yume. What am I thinking of? Was it Xenoblade? I don't know. Do you guys remember? You guys don't. Nobody watches all my videos. Somebody that's watched them all, tell me. University. I think it's Yume University? In Pokemon? No, we don't go to high school, college, and what am I thinking of? With an extra large portion, of course. I'm kind of hungry. I haven't eaten all day because I kept thinking I can't eat. I just ate breakfast. It's 3 p.m. I ate breakfast at 9 a.m. Don't know why my brain keeps telling me I can't eat yet. I can. But when ADHD is weird because like I'll just completely forget to eat some days. And other days it's shit like today where I'm like, I just ate, so I'm not allowed to eat again. Yeah, you can, bitch. It's 3 p.m. Eat lunch. You're almost late. You're quite late for lunch. The court hereby resumes the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. What a name. Prosecutor Ayuchi, have you managed to subpoena the witness? Yes, Your Excellency. Against all odds. I'm not doing voices for people. If they come out, they come out. I say this in every video and then they end up coming out, but I'm not looking to expend myself or my throat today. And thanks to a certain young stripling, the prosecution is now under rather painful scrutiny from the government. Stripling? Sorry. Let the government scrutinize. That's their job. It's nothing to worry about. It's highly unlikely that the good relations we forged with Great Britain will emerge from this trial unscathed. Will you still think it's nothing to worry about the new treaty? About when the new treaty breaks down and our nation flounders? Shouldn't it be flounders? And our nation founders? I think it should be flounders, but I don't know. Flounders is fish. Again, terribly sorry. My video's lagging. Is it doing that in the recording? If the friendship between our nations is really so fragile. Period! He gets it! Cosmo gets it. I've said this before, I don't remember much, but I remember that he gets it. He gets it. Literally, if it can be broken by this, then it's worth being broken. The friendship between our nations really is so fragile, then the treaty isn't worth the paper it's fucking written on. Cosmo, you're king. You get it. You got quite the haircut, but boy, do you get it. You really have nothing to worry about, Ryunosuke. What do you mean? A secret trial, anxiety over some foreign government's opinions, a bungled investigation, missing witnesses. Is this what our nation's justice system is? Is this the Supreme Court of Japan or of England? Oh shit, fuck it up. Shut up, you jumped up rookie boy. The voice is coming out. You and your friend know nothing of the situation our nation finds itself in. By aligning ourselves with this great willpower, we'll become strong. Fuck Britain. But one. Actually, never mind. Fuck them. Diplomacy has never been more critical. Steady political maneuvering is what will secure our futures. Fuck the future. Sorry. I am a ball of anxiety. I won't deny that I'm no expert. I'm just a student and one who could arguably study harder too. But standing here now in our Supreme Court, there is one thing that I feel very strongly. A country that fails to uphold the truth in its justice system is a country with no future at all. I love being on the side that's right, because sometimes you're playing a game and you're like, wait a minute, the good guys are bad. But not this time. Not yet. We'll be wrong at some point. Well said, Ryonosuke, despite the wide-eyed look of terror. You little brats! Thank you, Counsel. This court is the pinnacle of our nation's justice system and exists solely for the pursuance of truth. With that in mind, this trial will now resume with the next witness taking a stand. The visiting student from Great Britain, Miss... Oh, that's the lady, right? Miss Giselle Brett. That's a white person's name if I've ever heard it. Yes. Your Excellency! Also, ooh, swan hat, curls, swan hat and curls. Wait, she ate. I think I hate her, but she ate. Well, what a delight it is to welcome such a fine gentlewoman to Japan. It's from such a distant land. Tea, somebody bring English tea. In English, no discussions take place without tea. Sorry, I'm doing something on my phone. I'm gonna ask your patience. Is that true? Probably. Hey, why is this loaded all weird? Sorry. No fucking idea. So, I'm doing things on my phone, I'm sorry. Could we possibly trouble you to state your name and occupation for the court? Hosonaga. God, you fucking idiot. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I love him. I love him so much. 8 ounces. I'm logging the liquid I'm drinking. And I remember to do it because my water bottle lit up. Because it tracks things itself. Have I talked to you guys about this? I've had this for years. I love this little guy. He tracks it himself. He lit up to let me know, you need water. And I said, actually, no, I just drank water, but I drank it out of a jar. And is it water? No, actually, it's alcohol. But there's enough water in it that I'm logging it, even though everything says, like, don't do that. Bitch, I have a life to live. Not so much of a life that I'm not logging my fucking water. But enough of one that I'm going to count my alcohol as water, despite it being the opposite. I've been working undercover as the head waiter at the Carnival. Yes, yeah. Oh, that's not his voice. We know all about you already. Inspector Hosonaga, where are your manners? In England, it's always ladies first. I'm tired of England. I'm tired of England already. I've been tired of England. I came on the camera today tired of England. I was born tired of England. I'm American, bitch. We are a country defined and rooted in being tired of England. I'm done, bitch. England, get out of here. Is that true? No fucking idea. I'm swearing up a storm. More importantly, a little earlier today, you said something to me. You said your powers of observation are the one thing you're sure of. Oh yeah, I think I did, didn't I? Yet your description for this amazing sight was simply a woman? Sorry, Ryonosuke, but powers of observation aside, your powers of description are sorely lacking. Guilty. Why does he just say guilty? So, dear lady, once again, if we may trouble you for your name and occupation, please. I'm not giving her a voice. Y'all know I can't do girl voices. I love that hat so I love birds. Oh, she said persona. God, I hate Britain. What is this? You speaking in cursive. Choke. She's probably just speaking English, I imagine. Better not be French, I'll tell you that much. Anything I hate more than Britain, it's France. We're gonna be racist today. I'm terribly sorry, dear lady, but... What? Why are these two being friendly? I think I like him. He better not be tied to her. It's probably already been established that they're tied to one another. I just, like, forgot. Oh, I don't have to do a voice for her because she ain't speaking. The lady says her name is Giselle Brett. She comes from London, England. Without this being approved prior, I know court system's new in this game, so maybe we don't have all these rules. You're not set up to represent her. We don't have any proof from her that she wants you to represent her. It seems like she does based on this interaction I'm seeing, but like assumptions in court and within any really legally relevant situation seems a bit bold. We'd rather avoid assumption because you could very easily go back. I don't know. Whatever. She's a visiting research student currently enrolled in UMA University's medical faculty. Where did his voice come from that I'm giving him now? What a rare treat to hear the dulcet tones of the delightful language of the... Fuck off. British people. I want Gemma Collins up. Put Gemma Collins in Ace Attorney. I'm afraid I don't understand a word you said, but it was as beautiful as a hummingbird's song. As far as I can tell. The detective is translating her words faithfully enough. Oh, as far as you can tell, wait, what do you be speaking, huh? This woman's speaking Aramaic. Yeah, I agree. You'll obviously do fine in England, Cosma. Her English doesn't really rattle you at all, does it? Or you? You've clearly been paying attention in your English classes here in this game. Friends. The court thanks the beautiful lady for taking a stand. Now, if we may trouble you to confirm something, Miss Brett. What's with the mask? She's too much. But the hat is perfect. 3 days ago at a restaurant called La Carnival. Ooh, Carnival! C-A-R-N-A-V-A-L-E. It's happening in Animal Crossing tomorrow. Is this going to be up in time for y'all to know that? Actually, I'm going to upload this video tonight. This video is going to come out on Monday. If you're watching this today, Monday, fucking February 20th, load up your Animal Crossing town. That little gay bird is here and he's shaking his tail feathers. Get out there. Have some fun. Say hi to your animals. They miss you. I was playing Animal Crossing today. Garrison, my roommate, he said, why are you playing Animal Crossing? I said, because I love them. He said, why are you still playing Animal Crossing? Because love never ends. Love is eternal, and so too is my Animal Crossing town. Get in there, bitch! The Carnival, a grim murder took place. The court has been led to believe that you were dining there with the victim, Dr. Wilson, at the time. He's so fine. Is that correct? We don't have to do this every time. I look bad. Is it because I need to shave my neck or just because I'm an ugly person? It's hard to tell. Maybe both. She says yes. This could take some fucking time. I'm just like interjecting F words. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so fucking vulgar, but... that's not vulgar. What is that? That's crass. That's, yeah, it's a vulgarity. Profane. So even though she's studying here in Japan, she can't speak any Japanese. Seems convenient. She'd like to apologize for disappearing from the scene. She says that she was... Ooh. Wait. Is she being fed the questions, or does she just whatever? She says that she was... She says that she was due to make a presentation at the university, so she had to leave immediately. Interesting. And you're the one who engineered her escape. I was just following special orders from the Bureau. Yeah, see, he's been established as tied to her, and I just forgot. My bad. Well now, dear lady, would you be so kind as to cast your eyes over this photographic print? Wasn't he shot in the back or something? There's something about this picture I remember that, like, didn't jive with me. Wasn't he shot in the back? something. Or he couldn't eat steak. Why is there a steak behind him? Because couldn't he not eat? Because the dentist or something? Something about this picture's bad. I wish I remembered what. Seeing as you were so unfortunately present at the scene of the crime. Could it be that your resplendent eyes, resplendent bitch, caught sight of the wicked perpetrator, perhaps? Apparently it's very frightening. A very frightening and sorrowful sight. Do you mean to... Oh, so she saw. Yes, it would appear the lady did witness the crime. The very moment when the accused standing right... Ooh! No, not the accused, not the me. I'm the accused. Nuh-uh, get me out of here. I don't want to be in court anymore. I gotta go. I can't go. My best friend will kill himself if I go. What do we do? I'm stressed. I'm so stressed. This woman's lying on my name, and my best friend's not gonna go to Britain. That might be a good thing. God works mysterious ways. He keeps you from going to Britain. Shot the victim in cold blood. The swan is out to get me. Order in the court. Did you hear that, Your Excellency? Here we have an absolutely conclusive witness statement. I'm a cross-reference. What do you call the cross-examine? Well, it looks like it's clear now. I did it. Clear who our real enemy is. Oh, shit. He's by my side through thick and thin. I love him. You know, speaking of through thick and thin, I've always been beautifully skinny with like big thighs and a big butt. And then I got fat on medicine a couple years back. And then I lost like 70 pounds. And now I'm like thin again. But in my thinness, like the first thing that left my body when I started losing weight was my beautiful ass. And like my legs still look strong, but not as strong as they used to. And these are things I can build up with muscle. So, and I also think I have a genetic predisposition for muscle to kind of go there. Because, you know, there's certain genetic based things. So I think I'll be okay. I just have to, like, you know, put in more work. But like through thick and thin, my ass did not stick with me through thick and thin. It left me when I got thick and then thin again. So just know your ass isn't the friend you think it is, but it's still a beautiful velvety friend. We're going to have to move on. Unfortunately, I will have to ask you to formally testify, if you please. Kindly tell the court the exact nature of this frightening and sorrowful sight you described. This is bad. Witness testimony. A frightening and sorrowful sight. I'm gonna have to press on this. I'm tired of the conversion. What do you call this? What do you call it when you convert words? Translation. Yo, I've been bad at words lately. I've been so bad at words. Twice in the month of February, I kept being like, what do you call Thanksgiving in February? And luckily my roommate Garrison, who's lived with me for many, many years of my life, because we dated for like 4 years. He can translate really well for me. He said, that's Valentine's Day. I said, thank you. I had arranged to meet for a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day. The professor was unable to eat, so he was. But why did he have a steak in front of him? So I ordered for myself only a beef steak. Isn't steak inherently beef? I don't know. Times were different. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got into a fierce argument. I'm being lied about. Then, not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun. Ooh! Wait, did we already know that that was his gun? Did we know this? And shot him right before my eyes. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit. Whoever's... I swear to God. There's a bunch of like doors moving downstairs. Sorry, like drove me insane. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit. This is a condemning testimony. Who said yes? Hey, why did I exclaim yes just to say no? That doesn't make the most sense to me. No, I didn't have any kind of argument with the professor at all. Objection! Quiet, you filthy wretch. Look at you. Oh my God, you black-hearted blackguard. And look at the Snow White angel. He is too into her. Women are too convincing. They are. Because it's like, I could listen to you talk and like see God. You ever like close your eyes when a woman's talking and you're like, God envelops me. Because I do sometimes. Not all the time, not often. But recently it happened, so it's fresh in my head. I'm sure even a dark-minded scoundrel like you can imagine whose words the court is going to believe. Still making the same mistakes, Ryunosuke. You mustn't blurt out when you're goaded like that. I got too much ego in this courtroom to be not blurting out. Paul blurt. Maul blurt. There's a less... I'm sorry, you need to learn. Ugh, but he's so annoying. Of course, I was at the scene as well. I took statements from this lady and the 2 witnesses who testified before and reported back to the bureau. I don't like her. I don't like her for a minute. Look at her stupid lips. I love that hat, though. I will not turn on that hat. I bet that hat's going to do something funny. Ace Attorney characters have a way of, like, having character, and if that hat doing something fun, that'd be character. It was decided that Miss Brett was not involved, so I let her go. The testimonies of the last 2 witnesses were completely worthless. However, they were fun. I liked them, however. Well, even so. On the day in question, the lady was wearing the same outfit as she is today. And that's a lot to be wearing in the middle of the day. She is so fun. I love that about her. I don't love her, though. As you can see, there's nowhere about her person where she... Are you kidding me? The world's floofiest, foldiest costume. There's 1,000 places. You could hide a gun in that bow that's tied around her head. Y'all hear an airplane? I hear an airplane. I also see video lagging severely, and I hope it doesn't do that in the recording. I hope it's just the preview. Okay. I would think she could hide a gun almost anywhere in that outfit if she wants. He gets it. Unless and until the precise location where the witness is to have hidden a weapon can be shown, this is moot. There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide. If the hat is a gun, if there's a fucking semi-automatic gun swan hat, gun goose, just for alliteration, that's fun. Swan and a goose are not the same thing though, are they? I don't think they are. Swans are the peacocks of the water. Those are the witness's own words on the matter. That's ridiculous. If only I was allowed to lift up. No. No. Oh no. Also, yeah, she could literally just have it strapped to her fucking somewhere on her, you know? And then, bam, and then you tuck it back in. But also, I don't know. She dressed like a Disney princess, and nothing I hate more in this life than Disney princesses. Don't think about doing anything rash, Ryunosuke. He's up in my head. But I didn't fire the gun. I picked it up. There must have been another gun there that day. You're right about that, which means this lady was hiding a gun somewhere. Yes, that's what we have to prove now. Okay, now we got an angle. We know what we're aiming for, it's just how do we do it now? And to do so, we will need to pull her testimony apart. Will do. Pulled pork. I don't like pulled pork. Oh, smirk. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. Oh, yes, Your Excellency. I can't talk that fast. Not on purpose, I can't. I'm not literate. Cross-examination. A frightening and sorrowful sight. Ooh, I hate when they remind me that I have limited hits with those up in the corner. How do I save? Just in case I fuck shit up. You know? Okay. I know this is still the tutorial one, but... Which we were like, what, 3 or 4? I think 3. 3 videos into the tutorial? Usually they're shorter than this. I feel like they made this like a whole ass case, yeah. I had arranged to meet for a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day. Slightly late due to his appointment, I'm not going to press on that. The professor was unable to eat due to his appointment, so I ordered for myself only a beef steak. There was just one steak at the table, so I'll leave that for now, but it was in front of him, which is what was weird. It wasn't in front of her, which doesn't make sense, because one, she said she ate the steak, and 2, he can't eat steak. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got into a fierce argument. This isn't true. Yes! I never got into an argument with the professor. All I did when I noticed him was go over and say hello. Please, don't get angry with me. No, I wasn't directing that retort at you. It was meant for the lady next to you. But anyway, as I said, I did not argue with the professor. I'm afraid your words are in vain. Sorry? Miss Brett does not appear to speak Japanese. Oh no, of course not. Japanese is such a Y'all want to hear cumbersome. Japanese is not it. Chinese, Mandarin specifically, none of that gung-hei fat choi. I'm sure Cantonese is its own beast, but English and fucking Chinese are two tough fucking cookies. You wanna know what 2 languages I've spent in my life studying? English and Chinese. That's why I'm so smart, because I had to crack those 2 fucking ciphers of languages. The fuck is English? It's not too, actually, English is like, you know, it's like Latin based, but it's just, English is not a hard language in and of itself. The social use of it and all the different regionalities throughout the UK, throughout the world, but specifically throughout the UK and throughout America, where I think English is really cultivated in those 2 places, and it just, everywhere else kind of picks up on it. No offense to the rest of the world, not to be, you know, American-centric, but like, hey, I'm in the middle of America. I'm gonna be American-centric. Go watch somebody else. It's those little uses of English that are fucking nuts. Also, there's a few like weird like redundancies. I don't know. English is crazy. English is the future. We must all Supiku. Oh no! Ingreshu. That's not good. But hey, I wonder if the prosecution will feel that way forever, or only in the presence of a beautiful woman. Well, that beautiful woman is telling blatant lies with a completely straight face. It's not straight, she had a smirk. A smirk is a curve. She's a curvy woman with a curvy face. I have to find something that will unravel her testimony, no matter how seemingly insignificant it may be. Anyway, it seems that after the argument, the accused briefly returned to his own seat. I think that makes sense. That part ties in with what you said, doesn't it? Oh, okay, never mind. It does make sense. I'm so sorry. Yes, I still had some coffee to drink. Next time you got up after that. I'm sitting weird because like I'm leaning on my leg because my back hurts because I'm old. I'm not though. I'm so fucking fresh and young and I'm having so much fun in this life. But bones hurt, bitch. And the next time you got up after that was when I'd finished my coffee and stood up to leave. She speaks English. I mean, she speaks Japanese. Then not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes.
Yes!
That's not true. Like I said, I did not shoot that gun. Get it, bitch. And like I said, there's no point repeating that assertion over and over. I wasn't expecting to be attacked by my own side. Nevertheless, defendant, you can't deny that when the shot rang out in the restaurant, you had a gun in your hand. Well, yeah, that is damning. That's true, but all I did was pick up the gun I saw on the floor next to the professor as I was leaving the restaurant. In fact, yeah, there was someone much closer to the victim than me at that time. The highly suspicious lady. That will do, you rotten scoundrel. Dirty? Did he say dirty? He must have said dirty, rotten scoundrel, and I just didn't read dirty. Dirty. Your baseless accusations could very well cause an international incident, but I don't give a fuck. Burn the world down. No, I love the world. I don't want to burn it down, but if it's asking to be burnt down, I'm not gonna live my life trying not to strike a match. I'll strike the match. I do not care, and I'll burn with it. I do not care. I love renew. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Burn the earth down. Reduce it. Reuse it to regrow new fucking blobs of life. And recycle. Use my cum as lube inside of your wife. Hey, you asked for it, recycling. Your baseless I'm sorry I just be saying shit, y'all. I'm so sorry about your wife. I didn't. Oh, God. Oh, that was dumb. I shouldn't have said that. It seems to me that your accusation is just as baseless as ours. What nonsense. Merely is late. The lady is merely stating what she saw. This is already an international incident as far as I'm fucking concerned anyway. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit. It's up in that dress. I know it's up in that piece. You might even have it on you right now. That'd be bold. She better not. That'd be a stupid move. It's all very well saying that, but can you prove it? Y'all two are up in cahoots, though. And I love you. I'm not trying to be mean, but your verification doesn't mean much. And even if you did try to verify it personally, how do I know you did a good job? You know, I don't know. Absolutely, I personally verified it. You verified it? Yes, immediately after the incident, I checked to make sure the lady was not carrying a weapon. I distinctly remember her saying, "I'm not." Yeah, see, that's a shit check. That's all you did? You just asked her? Surely you carried out a physical search, Inspector. No. Why on earth not? The honorable English gentlewoman clearly stated that she did not possess "we believe women." Ouchie, you're onto something, but you're like many years too early. This is ancient times. We don't believe women yet. They are witches. There was absolutely no need for any further probing into the matter. Is he trying to... whatever. Or there was no permission given for any further probing into the matter, perhaps? What you will. But if you're going to continue with this preposterous claim that the refined lady was concealing a firearm, it's gonna be the hat. The prosecution demands that you support your assertion with facts, even though under the skirt makes sense too. But the hat's just so bold. In other words, he wants evidence. Oh, there she goes speaking. The game audio looks loud. Is the game audio screaming over me? I'm gonna turn the game audio down a little bit. I'm so sorry if that was screaming over me this whole time. I hope it wasn't. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Oh, I keep my audio tracks separate. I could turn it down if it's too loud. I hope it's not, because I don't want to go in and do that, but I could, so that's nice. Like, I could go turn it down after the fact. Oh, I'm so smart. I'm so glad I record. I record on 3 tracks. Track 1 is both the audios together, me and the game. And usually, because nothing's off, I can just work with that. Boom, I don't have to go into Audition and fuck with my fucking audio shit. But just in case, in situations like maybe this, I also have track 2, which is just the game, track 3, which is just me. That way if I need to go in and adjust something individually, I can, and then splice them back together. Don't say I don't care about this channel. I do. I just don't put in a lot of effort. But I set it up so that I could if I need to. The lady wishes to point out that of course she wanted to stay and assist with the investigation, but she was in a hurry to give a presentation at the university. She was so compelled to leave. She was compelled to leave. Not to mention the fact that your office had told you to get the woman out of there. Not to get her out of there, I just urged her to leave. The lady would like to point out that she in no way meant to run away from the scene of the crime. Which is why she is only too happy to cooperate and testify here in court today, of course. Unlike a certain student who refuses to admit when the game is up. You're a cock, dude, and you ain't got no hair up on that head. You could at least have the courtesy to pay attention when I'm goading you. I was told not to, very specifically by my that. So she's maintaining that you got into an argument with the professor, at the end of which you shot him. Which is an out-and-out, totally unfounded lie. Was he there? Yeah, but he left. He doesn't know what is and isn't a lie, but thank you for believing in me. Still, her statement is very compelling. After all, she's an elegant, refined, young, and beautiful gentlewoman from Great Britain. In stark contrast to you, dressed from head to toe in a dull black school uniform. I'm dressed exactly the same way as you are, except for the flapping red ribbons, which really add a lot of panache. Well, anyways, this is our only chance to expose her testimony as the fiction that it is. So something about the argument seems to be what's standing out here. If we can't do that, then the trial's over. Even you, with your thick skin, must be able to feel the murderous looks you're getting from around the room. Oh, only too well. I feel half dead already. The fact that I can't see a single inconsistency in her testimony isn't making me feel any better either. The first thing to do is press around any of her statements that seem even slightly off to you. I thought I did that. Do that, and an opening will present itself. I promise you. I need to expose the true face of this exotic foreigner that's hiding behind the mask. That's what I should be aiming for in this classic sim. I thought I was doing that. Add an arranged me for... I'm just press on everything, but I could present evidence now. Let me see what we got. Let me get a refresher. That just says that I'm here. Until after 2 p.m. Blood did not pass through the victim's body. And the victim was shot where? To the chest. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me count the diamonds on this stake. One, from the middle. 1, 2, 3. Mm-hmm. One, two. You can't, they cut it off perfectly, so you can't tell if it's been bitten off in that photo like it is here. Oh, wait, on the bottom, 1, 2. This one's not bitten off. In this photo, that steak is full. Or maybe not full, but it doesn't have the same bites that this steak has. I don't know what to do with that evidence yet, but it's something weird. Because look, let me tell you how I came to this conclusion other than the obvious. Because the obvious isn't admissible in court of law. See on the steak? So, see how it's got the diamonds from how it was cooked? Y'all know what I mean. Look at the bottom there. We got 1, 2 diamonds. And the second diamond, so, okay. Y'all can see it. Just look at the diamonds, count whichever ones you want to count. It doesn't quite line up with how, on this one, it has less. I think. No, it's covered up perfectly by the chair. I can't tell. No, you know what? I don't know for sure. You're right. You're right. That is so fucking annoying. Never mind. Might not be onto something. I might be. But they covered it up perfectly with the chair, which is also very suspicious. And then we have this. You couldn't eat or drink anything but water. I don't have a lot of evidence. So I'm going to just keep pressing and hope for the best, but I think it's going to come down to evidence, which we'll see. After 2 p.m. In fact, that's really quite a late lunch, isn't it? He had teeth done pulled or something. You don't keep up with the latest fashions in Britain, do you? Late luncheons are in vogue. Isn't that right? Or he got his teeth pulled. No. Get him, bitch. Get him, bitch. She said, no. Like the magic conch shell from SpongeBob. She said, no way, sir. Ugh. A decisive English no has quite a sting to it. The gentlewoman is currently working in the victim. Who told her the question? Who told her what was said? I didn't see her get whispered nothing. I thought she didn't speak Japanese. The gentlewoman is currently working in the victim's research laboratory, it seems. So it was apparently a daily occurrence that they would lunch together. But on the day in question, the victim had another appointment at the clinic first. Yes, which we can prove from the medical report card that was submitted as evidence earlier. That's right, so that's corroborated. Miss Brett and the victim went to lunch following the victim's treatment, which is why it was so late. All for it. We didn't have to press on that. Such wonderful logic. What a shining example of English intelligence. He has like a white people fetish, which is very funny. He's being weird. I don't like him. So you both arrived at the restaurant. What happened next? I have to press on this too. The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beef steak. But why was the food in front of him? Can I just present this, or is that haphazard? Let me press. Let me press first before I fucking get risky with it. He was unable to eat, you say? And that was because he just had a tooth removed at Hottie Clinic. Oh, that's funny, like the Hottie Clinic. That's funny, I forgot about that. That's a fun callback. correct? That's right. You're supposed to actually check with the witness before answering. Was Miss Brett aware of that fact? It seems so, yes. She's heard that the professor was to have some dental treatment. So that would mean that it was you who ate the steak pictured here. But why was he in front of it? You reaching across it? Make it make sense. Also, a woman eating a steak. That's a man's food, man. You need to get a man to chew that for you. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. What's the joke, though? The joke is that our culture is sexist and I'm parodying it, and I'm not a bad person. I'm parodying the bad people, so you can't be mad at me. That's right, yes. The print you have there shows the table exactly as it was left after the horrifying events. Exactly. See? I'm present one of these photos. Okay, fine. Dear me, what a harrowing experience. Whoa. To have traveled to... I can't read. To a distant land on the far side of the world and be embroiled in such a tragic incident. I'm tired of you, bitch. Quit being like... Have no fear, my dear lady. I swear I will crush the evil fiend that is subjected to this terrible fate. So the victim, Dr. Wilson, had nothing to eat or drink at all. That's right, other than some carbonated water. Just water? Yes, the professor was unable to... The professor was unable to eat, but he had been given permission to drink water. So it appears that the diners toasted their lunch with a glass of water each. Did they? Because I'm seeing one glass, bitch. Being lied to. What do you think, Yunosuke, about the witness's last statement? I think it's wrong. It's very meaningful. That last statement of yours, Miss Brett, has a profound bearing on this case. Oh, well, how fascinating. Do tell us, what is this profound bearing, I'll tell you, bitch. The significance of the statement will become apparent when the... Excuse me, time is right. The defense calls for the witness's last statement to be formally added to the testimony. Well sidestepped, counsel. Miss Brett? Kindly repeat what you just said to be added to your official testimony. Gladly, she said. She's understanding us real well. That was brilliant, Kazuma. I'm gonna remember that one. Which one? The significance will become apparent when the time is right. I could really use that phrase. He's so fine, dude. I don't know. Remember we started this game, I said, he's not that fine. I was wrong. I didn't consider, one, that he was fine, and two, that a powerful male friendship, nothing finer than that. And that exists within him. He emanates male friendship, and therefore, he is fine. I'd hope there are some more useful tips you're picking up from the experience than that, Ryunosuke. The beat stayed for myself, and the professor said, cheers over a glass of rabbit water. No, you fucking didn't, you fucking liar. Why is my watch going off? No, you fucking didn't, you fucking liar. I'm seeing one glass. I'm also seeing him dead in front of the steak. When we get shot, do we become human steak? No, because shooting an animal doesn't make it steak. It's about the way you prepare it and cut it. So, depends on how you prepare and cut yourself. Don't cut yourself. I used to do that. That's fun. Oh my god. We're done with that. We're done with that topic. Since this. Look at me having a realization. That's it. Let me just confirm something, please. It's to do with this photographic print. Just a short while ago, you spoke of this print showing the victim's table at the crime scene. That it was exactly as it was left. He did confirm that. Dug his own hole with that one. correct, the lady says. Well, that's really fucking odd. Very odd. Dear me. What's odd is the defense's inability to express itself. Fuck off. To be honest, Kay, what is it about the print that looks odd to you? Well, obviously it's the cheers. The cheers. Miss Brett just told us that she and the professor said cheers over a glass of water. She also specifically said he drank water. But if that's true, there should be 2 glasses on the table. She drank from the bottle. She said, clink, go, go. She could pull that shit, but that's not elegant. That's not refined lady of her. That's not that British elegance we all fucking don't know anything about. You're quite right, Counsel. There's only one glass picture here. What? Are we supposed to be impressed by this nitpicking over minutia? That's what this whole game's gonna be, bitch. You better buckle down. Except for I don't think he's gonna be the prosecutor the whole time, because I think we're going to Britain, which I always forget. I mean, right now we're in Japan interacting with one British person, and I've had it with British people. We're gonna go there? I'm gonna kill myself is what I'm gonna do. What possible difference does the presence or absence of one glass make on the case? Objection! It makes every difference when she said it was there and it wasn't. It says she's a liar. It says, so even if it doesn't say anything about the case, it says something about her character and her credibility. And if we're allowing her to have such a hand in the case, that credibility matters! Okay. Minutia, you say? Could it be that the detective here removed a glass from the table to conceal the lady's presence? Of course not. I would never do something so reckless. But there should have been 2 glasses on the table. Or are you going to try and tell me you can clink with only one? You're quite right. I certainly took 2 glasses to the table. Oh, you took 2? Wait a minute, this is getting weird. Inspector, what did the lady say? It would seem that it was Miss Brett who took the glass from the table. What? It was also terrifying, everything that happened. I panicked and thought I should try to hide the fact that I'd been there at all, she's saying. Good gracious. Speak words, bitch. Sorry. She's wait. I think she's bad and I hate her, but I think I love her. She's funny. She said, "No," and then she said, "Sorry." She's fun. There, as I assured the court before, this is of no consequence at all. She's lying though. Well, that wasn't a lie, but that was a lie. Everything's a lie. Oh please. You must remember that the student had just murdered this lady's luncheon companion before her I'm so excited to eat after I record this video. Oh my god, do you guys think I'll remember to do it after this video? Do you think I'll like go do something else and then I'll record again and then my next recording, because I'm probably gonna record 2 or 3 videos today. Don't know if they're all gonna be this game though. Or do you think I'll record again and in the middle of that recording be like, oh shit, I forgot to eat? Wish me luck and wish me nutrition. I take a lot of vitamins. But you have to eat. And I forget that. I never forget my vitamins. I really don't. Don't know why. Those are like stuck in my head. We must remember that the student just murdered this. Who could blame her for concealing a glass or 2 in her state of disarray? That's absurd. Oh, really? So, do we take it that you are now going to accuse this vulnerable, young, and beautiful woman of mischief? Mischief is a man's tool. But it's women can fuck with mischief. Y'all can't see it. Oh, you almost could. There's a cat paw coming up from under my door right now. Oh, maybe you did just see that. I don't know. Can y'all see that? The cat's banging down the door. Cat Dog was scary. Did anybody else think Cat Dog was scary? What was that thing? I didn't like it. So do we take, oh y'all, in one of my Persona videos recently, look at me right now. I realized I look like Garfield, the cat. Look at me. I look like Garfield. Isn't that sick? That was one of the sickest things I've realized in the past year. So just letting you guys know in this playthrough that I look like Garfield. What? No, no, yes I am. I will accuse her of mischief. No, no, no. This can't be put down to mischief. Yeah, it's murder. The cat's banging on the door. I'd like to know. I don't have a cat of my own, by the way. I just have become close with this cat. Exactly how the lady took the glass from the scene. That's mischief in and of itself, taking the glass from a place. That's fun. I'd be doing that shit. I'd be like, do you think I can steal this? And then I always can. One time I almost... I won't explain it. But you know those big things that, you know, if you're American, the restaurant Sonic with the chili dog, you know? How you order at the little big drive-thru window with the menu and the screen? I almost took one of those one time. It was sitting out by the restaurant, just unplugged and free and loose. And I was like, I was with Dalton. Y'all don't know Dalton. Dalton's somebody, a great person in my life. I was like, Dalton, can we take that? We didn't, but like, we considered going back for it. I hope Dalton's doing good. I'll text him later. It would seem that she slipped into a small handbag she was carrying. Handbag, you say? Yes, Your Excellency. A small handheld... Did I tell y'all Romer's playing this game at the same time as me, except for he's ahead? He's ahead of me, so I can't watch. Really upsetting to me. A small handheld pouch commonly carried by well-to-do women in England. So the beautiful lady has very graciously explained how and why she removed the glass from the scene now. Oh, that's not his voice. However, the fact remains that this glass has absolutely no bearing on the case. This student has been trying to confuse the court with logical reasoning. I'm so sorry for being logical in the court. I'm not a big fan of logic myself, but in a courtroom, it kind of makes sense to bring it out. But in the end, it doesn't even matter, you know? But in the end, it comes to nothing. No more pretentious accusations. You have wasted enough time already. Indeed. The lady has offered a satisfactory explanation as to why she removed the glass. Satisfactory is subjective, but you know what? In the court, whenever everything that kind of is subjective falls on the judge, doesn't it? And the judge says it's satisfactory, so I'll just have to suck it up. I think henceforth we can consider the matter to have no bearing on the case. That was my only lead, bitch. Counsel for the defense, are you in agreement? No. You know this is a no. Well, I don't know, really. You want to pursue this matter further. You're gonna need to show that it has some deeper significance. Yes, you're right. So she took the glass away in her handbag. If there's a deeper significance there, it's... the glass. Why would you want to remove that from the crime scene? She said to hide the fact that she was there, but I don't believe it. If you ask me, it's the fact that she took the glass that has a deeper significance here. Why do you think that? Because it's the property of the restaurant. I don't give a fuck. The restaurant can choke. Except for it seemed like a nice little local joint, so maybe they can't choke. I'm so used to like current times where everything's so big and it's like you make $18 billion a year, you can be okay. It's a glass. Like, you know, don't commit crimes, but if you're going to, like, get a corporation while you're at it. I promise, whatever, I don't promise shit. But no, this is old times. Ain't nobody got $18 billion. Don't take that glass, that's not nice. It's not some harmless act of pilfering like taking a bar of soap home from the public baths, is it? You take soap from the public baths? What? No, I mean, that isn't significant here. It's very significant, but this isn't the time or place. We'll talk about it later, bitch. Give me your bar of soap, I want to sniff it. That's very bizarre. There are more important things to concentrate on. Now I think maybe you should reconsider your position too. Sorry, I will. Indeed, the lady has offered a satisfactory explanation as to why she removed this glass. I think henceforth we can consider the matter. No! Wrong! Incorrect. Counts for the defense. Are you in agreement? No! Well, if you want to pursue this matter further, you're going to need to show that some deep person. Did we not just do this? It's the glass. We just went over this. The handbag? Y'all can read this yourself. I'm in awe right now of what's happening. I didn't think about this. Wow, I'm doing terrible at this game. Wow, that just happened. That is huge. Wow. Okay, nowhere to hide a gun. What she forgot to mention was her handbag, in which it would be perfectly possible to conceal a gun. You're right. Well done, partner. I had a feeling you'd pick up on that too. He's got such strong... I'm stuttering. He's so beautiful. Such strong eyes. What are you insinuating, you vile blackguard? What is a blackguard? He said that twice now. It's really very simple. Ooh, me with the gun. I'm gonna screenshot that. The gunshot was heard when the defendant picked up the gun from the restaurant floor. As he didn't fire that gun, we can deduce there must have been another firearm at the scene. If I'm to be believed. A true murder weapon, if you will. You can't seriously be suggesting. Inspector Hosonaga. Yes? Did you or did you not search Miss Giselle Brett's handbag on the day of the murder? No, sir. I did not. As I thought. In other words, another gun, the one that was actually used to kill the professor, because we don't have fucking ballistics testing and all that shit at this point, I guess, would have been hidden in Miss Brett's handbag. Order. I want to make an order. I'm hungry. I want to order food, but I'm gonna eat some of the food I got at my house. Good for the environment. Fucking good for the wallet. Good for the eating at home. Just me being humble. I'm annoying, sorry. What is the meaning of this, Inspector? Meaning of what, Prosecutor Ouchie? Why on earth did you not have the lady open her handbag and show you the contents at the time? Thanks to your bungling incompetence, now she has to endure these uncomfortable accusations. Brilliant work, partner. Now we have a chance to expose the real woman behind the mask. There's a mask on a stick. Take it off. What do you think so, Kazuma? Oh yeah, he's coughing blood. What is up with that? We need to figure that out. Well, what a sorry situation. Clearly you have no faith in the police. You read me well, Hosonaga. As I said, I did not search the lady's handbag after the shooting. Simply because I had searched it before the shooting. It was unnecessary. Unnecessary in what way? I have to thank the student lawyer, really. I have a piece of evidence here that I had completely forgotten about. This photographic print. It's a clear handbag. That's fun. This print is of a photograph that I thought would be prudent to take immediately after the shooting. Well, it's on the wrist. It looks like a bullhead and like a tattoo, but in Japan, even to this day, tattoos are quite controversial, especially back then. What is that? Well, I never. You can see right through to what's inside. That's right. Apparently, meshwork bags like these are the height of fashion in London at the moment. So the contents are clearly visible. Exactly. So there was no need to search the latest handbag, which was... Why'd she bring an empty handbag? Because it would have been empty before she put the glass in it. If there had been a gun inside, it would have been immediately obvious. What if she hadn't put the gun back in it? Yeah, I don't know. Also, again, there's many places other than the handbag the gun could have been, but as you can see, there's nothing to imply Miss Brett's guilt here. Thank you for helping to prove that, Naruhodo-san. Buwag. Well, shit. Order. Inspector Hosonaga. You will submit that print as evidence at once. Ooh, I can use it to throw it back in his face. Cool. Certainly, Your Excellency. The photograph of the handbag has been entered into the court record. Alright. I think you've had long enough to cross-examine the witness counsel. Well, we just got new evidence. Wait, let me now cross-examine with this evidence. I'm not going to get anywhere with it, but hey, you gotta give a man a try, an attempt. The court has now been shown considerable evidence. As a photographic print just submitted into the court record appears of no further significance, then why did we submit it? I am satisfied that there's no longer... it's relevant. Never mind. Any room for doubt in this matter, and I must make my ruling. Indeed, and there's only one logical conclusion. That the pathetic rookie slumped over the bench before us is the only possible perpetrator. I would never murder, bitch, of this crime. But also saying I would never murder, bitch, in crime isn't... In crime. I would never murder, bitch, in court isn't the, like, definitive evidence of... What's the opposite of guilt? We're going to sit here until one of us figures out the opposite of guilt, whether it's you or me. Innocence. It was me. Fuck you. It's not the definitive proof of innocence that I would like it to be, but come on. Just when I thought I was beginning to turn things around. I'm in a worse situation than I was ever... Than I was... Oh, God. Not my best friend. Kazuma. I'm sorry, Ryonosuke. Now that the cross-examination of the witness is over, there's no way to force the trial to continue. What? You mean this is it? I must say you put up quite a fight for a rookie student. But the weaker meet while the strong eat. Ooh. 1, I hate that. 2, that's clever. 3, I don't like it. You are wasting your time. There's no way to defeat true justice. A fact you can chew on to your heart's content from the inside of your cell. How do you go to jail? Oh, somebody's playing Super Smash Brothers. You guys can't see it, but they are. This can't be happening. Am I really going to be found guilty of a crime that I didn't commit? And Kazuma. His dream of going to study in Great Britain will slip through his fingers. I want him to slip his fingers in me. I saw this meme the other day. It's like the pyramid of needs, or what do you call that? My video's lagging again. And it was all filled in to just say, your fingers inside me. And I sent that to my person in my life that I'm interested in. And just that's all. You know what? Now that I think about it, their fingers have never been inside of me. Why? Why is that? And to be fair, being fingered is kind of overrated. Especially in my adulthood. But like, I don't know, get those fingers up in me, boy. Why am I such a freak? I'm sorry. What? Is there really no chance now of turning this trial around? You heard the judge. There's nothing about that last photograph the detective produced that we can contest. Which means there's no basis on which we can argue for the trial to continue. I'm about to blow this man's fucking tits off. Watch this. I'm going to say something crazy. The court's going to go on, much like life. Very well, I will now proceed immediately to the ruling. It seems we'll be able to report to the British government on time after all. Wrong. That smug little... Ryonosuke Naruhodo, having considered all of the evidence placed before me, I hereby find you... Fuck yes! Get it, bitch. Wait, Your Excellency. Ryonosuke. I don't think you can rule on this case yet. This amateurishness is getting tedious. Find a real word. When His Excellency deems that the trial is over, he gives his ruling. That is the most basic protocol of the courtroom. The most basic protocol of the courtroom is justice. So, let me stand for that. Okay, bitch. Oh, where I got this little thing on my hand? What's that all about? Your Excellency, just a moment ago you said this. As a photographic print you just submitted appears to have no further significance. There is no longer any room for doubt in this matter, and I must make my ruling. Now that means that if there was a problem with the evidence, some significant detail, then ruling on the case at this time would be out of the question. This is blatant straw clutching. Look at this photographic print. All it shows is the handbag the gentlewoman was carrying on the day in question. There can be no problem. I'm still kind of obsessed with the man that got shot being by the stake. Why is nobody talking about that? And then that paired with the wandering thing, everything's a little weird. You'd better know what you're doing, Ryonosuke. I understand your objection, counsel. This judge is so cool. He has so much patience. He's a good judge. And he's smart, and he's aware, and he pays attention. I'm telling you, that old judge, I've complained to you about him many a time. He was dumb. He was incompetent. He was senile. He was not okay. He was also not this beautiful. He didn't look like he knew Jesus. This man looks like he knew Jesus. Certainly the new evidence submitted by the detective has not undergone the court's scrutiny. What is up with that tattoo? However, I failed to see how we can glean any new information from this handbag. It's not about the handbag, it's about the photo. My thoughts exactly. Really, the prosecution is becoming tired of this rookie's desperate wheezes. Yes, I am desperate, but this isn't a wheeze. There's something about this photograph which just doesn't seem right. The tattoo. If only I could put my finger on it. Very well, I will grant this defense one final opportunity. What? But to be... Oh! He could fucking just crush his hand with that if he wanted to. And then, like, obviously he doesn't want to, but like he could just fucking like, bam, bam, get the bones out of the meat, you know? That's sick, I'm sorry. Do I make myself clear? The judge in this game doesn't feel like an enemy the way he did in the other games. He feels like he's a friend. This is a good guy. Whether I'm right or wrong, he's a good guy. Yes, sure. Let's see. So, take another look at this photographic print Inspector Hosonaga submitted before. We will identify for the court where in this print you see the significant detail to which you have alluded. Can I just point to this? Can I save? Can I save right here in case I do fuck it up? Thank you so much, game. You're too kind to me. Thank you for it. Oh, I gotta use 2 hands for this. Okay. You guys like that sound? Oh, camera battery's red. We gotta go. It's only been an hour and 8 minutes. What do you mean you red? Camera battery, get a life. Okay. I think it's this for some reason. It's very weird. Yes. Look at this. Here. There's a very unusual mark on the victim's wrist. That is true. But what does that have to do with the case? It looks almost like a burn. It's too symmetrical. It's shaped like a bull's head, like a burn of some description. Objection! Dear me, I was pondering what new piffle. What's piffle? He would come out with a burn, you say, on the victim's wrist. Clearly, he's got a point. That has nothing whatsoever to do with the magnificent lady's handbag. Yes, that is a burn mark. You're right. Is it, bitch? It makes more sense than the tattoo, but it's so symmetrical. Go on, Inspector. The police coroner also noticed it when he was performing the postmortem examination. It was deemed unrelated to the cause of death, so he didn't note it in his report. What did I tell you? In any case, we have no idea when the victim suffered this burn, do we? And no possible way of knowing either. Oh, because forensics haven't evolved. Oh, because nowadays we could, even with that body being dead, we could go find out. How do y'all, I would have committed so many crimes. I wouldn't have because I just don't have it in me. But like, it seems like it'd be so much easier. Isn't that crazy? Not to be like, look at me, I'm so cool and moral, but like, because I'm not. I sometimes the other day at Walmart, something didn't scan at self-checkout. Guess what I did? I stole it. Was it $3 shower curtain rings? Yeah. But you know, I didn't scan it. I said mine. Is that moral? Honestly, yeah, because fuck Walmart. But some people would say no. So I'm not on the hippity high horse of morality. But with that said, even if a lot of crimes were like, if I knew I could get away with them, I still wouldn't do them. Government, or if you're listening, I wouldn't do them. So if you think I've done something, here's your evidence that I didn't. No, I just, like, you get away with murder. Who would you kill? Nobody, bitch. What the fuck? Anybody that has an answer to that question is sick. Even if it's like, well, this person raped and killed my mom. I get your want to do that. I still think you're supremely mentally unwell for wanting to kill them. Be mad at me. I don't care. That's how I feel. I'll hear you. I'll listen. I'll have empathy. I might even be swayed. But I don't apologize for having said it. And no possible way of knowing either. That is not a burn. That is a bull. The more I look at it, the more I find myself intrigued by the curious shape of this mark. This judge is smart. However, as prosecutor Atchie points out, unless a firm connection to the case can be shown, well, it's shaped like a cow. Cows are made out of beef. Are cows made out of beef, or is beef made out of cows? And there's a thinker for you. Really profound philosophy over here. And that's a bull. So if a bull is a cow, is a beef, is a steak, is a murder. Oh, I caught that. Y'all didn't see that, but that slipped out of my hand and slipped right back into it because I'm agile as fuck. Okay. I cannot allow any further time to be spent on the precise details of this burn. She on about something again. Women. Susan B. Anthony, women be shopping. Water bottle's having a fucking... Oh, it stopped. Oh, man, it was having a light party there for a second. Oh. It's losing its fucking mind. Why? Am I that behind on water that you have to, like, really induce a seizure in me to get water? Okay, excuse me, Your Excellency. It would seem Miss Brett has a lunch appointment with the dean and other university staff. I don't give a fuck. She's staying. She would like to know if she may be excused from the stand now. Oh, of course, dear lady. We shan't hold you up any longer. I can't settle on his voice. Get over it. I'm quite sure His Excellency is about to give his final ruling anyway. Wrong. You're fucking hubris. What's your thinking on this, Rionosuke? Do you believe this burn does have something to do with the case? I think this mark has something to do with the case. To be honest, I'm not really sure. If I don't keep pushing, then it's all over, so I gotta do something. So I was thinking I should keep digging and hope that I might uncover something useful. That's the old Phoenix Wright way of doing things. This man clearly predates Phoenix Wright, but Phoenix Wright just be like, I'm gonna keep talking until something makes sense. Which is, I think, why I relate to him as a character. If we can just link that burn to the case. If we can do that, we might be able to prize. There's a lot of fun words in this game. This shutting door back open again. Just give up, Counsel. Can't possibly hope to do that. Indeed, I'm afraid that without evidence, I can't allow you to pursue what is little more than conjecture. But if we had evidence that irrefutably linked this burn on the victim's wrist to the case, then you would allow it. I would, yes. To tell the truth, I hadn't noticed that burn. But as soon as you pointed it out, what I did notice was the color draining from Miss Brett's face. Oh my god, look at him being perceptive in the courtroom. Really? My partner's being perceptive. Perceptive partner. I'm a receptive partner. Most of the time. Sometimes, you know what? Never mind. Nobody asks. Nobody cares. And also, Mind your own business. Quit asking me all these questions. I have to find some link between that burn and the case. Beef, bitch. I can't imagine that's actually it, but that's the only thing I've got is that it's beef like the steak. This is the moment of truth. It's time to find some evidence that proves what that burn really means. And guess what, bitch? We're gonna find that out next time. We're an hour and 15 minutes into this. I might play more of this later today. I don't know. There's a dog barking outside, so we chose a good time to stop recording. Y'all don't want to hear bark bark. Woo! Okay. Oh, look at me, looking so fresh and fine and young. I wouldn't say fine, but I would hug him and take care of him and feed him. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out. This was fun. I don't know why it took me like a month and a half to get back into playing this. This is fun. I'm having a great time. I'm so deep. I'm like balls deep in Persona 5 that I'm also like, I like to go to Persona. Why's my watch going on? Mind your own business. I'd be sharing everything and then looking at you like, mind your own business. Okay, then shut your mouth, Sia. But I go to Persona 5 because like I already know in Persona 5, like anybody that's watching those videos, which is nobody, I've already talked about everything that's going on in my life, so I can come back on and talk about things knowing that the groundwork has been laid for the things I'm saying to be understood, if that makes sense. And here it's like y'all are fresh. I ain't said shit on here, so it's like I can't come here and talk about what I want to talk about, which is probably good because I focus on the game more than I ever do in Persona. Go watch my Persona playthrough. It's really fun, really funny, we love it. I don't get shit done though. I just be talking. Okay, bye guys.